So I think this will be like the fourth deck builder that I've checked out in the past few months. And I honestly, this is kind of a new genre to me. So I've really been enjoying trying out all these different games, trying to figure out like what mechanics set them apart. And funny enough, the other day when I was playing another deck builder on stream, one of my viewers asked me, hey, are you going to check out Deck of Ashes? And later that day, I get an email from Deck of Ashes, and they're like, hey, we want to sponsor a video on your channel. Would you be interested in checking out our deck builder? I was like, yes. Yeah, absolutely, I'll check it out. Because we have a lot of basis of comparison right now, and I want to see what these things do to stand apart. I put about 90 minutes in here trying out some of the different mechanics and things, and I will say that this has, true to its name, it's got a really unique mechanic where you're playing cards from your Deck of Ashes. We'll get into that in a bit here. I'm going to take you through about 10 or 15 minutes of a campaign. This is a roguelike. There's 4 different characters you can play. It's procedurally generated, so every run is different. In order to get like the full story of the game, you're going to want to play through all the characters to really understand stuff. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about this little contest that they're running where you can design a mini boss. So we'll talk about that at the end. Anyways, let's start a new campaign here. Of the 4 characters, Lucia, the Eternal Flame, is here. Listen to their voice acting because it's pretty good.
An eye for an eye, and you'll be the only one who can see.
We've also got... Catch that? Did you catch that? I don't know if you caught that. We'll go back to him.
Have you gone out of your mind?
Here's Buck again.
Buck. Oh.
Classic Buck. We're going to go with Lucia, the Eternal Flame. She's the one that I'm most comfortable with. She's pretty good for just learning the game, I think. We'll play on adventure difficulty. This is normal, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, we'll do a brand new one. And we're going to go in standard mode. Draft mode is a way that you can build a deck by opening a bunch of chests and then picking the cards out of that. But we're just going to go standard.
We should expect his retinue of maniacs to strike within a couple of days. Let us use this time and prepare for the fight.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to just give you a couple snippets of what the voice acting is like. I think each of the characters are voiced really well, and they each have their own kind of personality and flair to them, which is nice. So when we start off a campaign, we start in your camp. There's 4 different people we can visit: the blacksmith, the herbalist, the ashmaster, and the merchant. We don't have a lot, so we're probably not going to spend a ton right now. But if there's any decent cards, and I'll talk about what I feel are decent cards as we go through here. Pyro Bomb is pretty nice. You put this on an opponent, you draw 3 cards. This only costs 2 mana. It's pretty good. Let's go over to the blacksmith real quick. We have some cards that we can craft if we want. Some of these mechanics that are listed on here, you're not going to understand quite yet, but we'll get into that in a bit. This is a pretty good starting card. Phoenix means that we can play it and it'll come back to our deck. Every other card we play goes into our Deck of Ashes. And we have to actually spend rest points, which are basically trade-offs for healing, in order to get those cards back and be playable again. That's one of the core mechanics of the game. I am going to actually upgrade this to some lifesteal. Makes it pretty sustainable. And if we want, maybe we'll upgrade one of these. Let's say, well, we could save and maybe get this one as Phoenix as well. Let's just get into the game and I'll show you a little bit more later on. So here's our camp. This is now procedurally generated every time. You just click on whichever one you want to go to. You can harvest materials there. You find stuff. There's random encounters. There's battles. And all the while, you're getting kind of chased by the ruler of the region, which is ultimately the boss at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and just start checking things out. We're going to start harvesting things here. You can see we picked up 1 herb. You have to try and scrounge as much as you can because these things are not that common. It makes a lot of sense to try and pick up as much as you can as you're going towards your destinations. We can go into dungeons. We can open chests. We need keys for chests. But let's get into like a normal battle here first. And I'll show you what's going on.
So hot right now.
Okay, so
for you.
Like most card battlers, you're going to see here, this is our mana that we can spend. You have the cost associated in the top right. But I'm going to start to play some cards. I just want you to watch what happens here as I play them. So here, this fireball, I'm just going to deal 10 damage. He's going to take 10, go from 53 to 43. And now you can see That card that we played is in our deck of ashes. Now notice, this is not just a simple discard pile. These don't get shuffled into our hand later on. Just pay attention to what happens with all these cards. Phoenix will go back into our deck and will also lifesteal. But I wanna play this card because it's a 2 cost. We could apply Burning, but then I think our better option is to just get some 4 damage in here. There's this mechanic called Strain. You're gonna see some cards with this because cards will come up and you might not have ways to play them with mana. You might be struggling to get cards back from your deck of ashes into your regular deck. Strain basically means you can trade HP for the ability to play the card. So I'm going to let this one go. We don't need to hurt ourselves just yet. We'll end the turn. At the end of the turn, we can return up to 3 cards to the bottom of our deck. So we'll throw this one in. We can only play 1 of these fireballs per turn because they cost so much. So we're going to send these back to the bottom. And then we always draw back up to a total of 6 cards. Okay. So there's our Blazing Torch again because it went back into the deck. We can apply Regen. You can see enemy intense over here. So he's going to deal 6 to 8 damage. We're going to go ahead and do just a fireball here. Now this one detonates a pyro bomb. At this point, we only have non-pyro bomb cards. So we have to wait and play that when we have a pyro bomb on the guy. It'll make a lot more sense when we get to that situation. So for now, we're going to start to work him down. And he's going to hit us for 6 to 8. We're fine with that. We'll throw 1 more card to the bottom here. And then we'll throw in some of the regen. Get some healing going. Get a little bit of lifesteal going here. So we'll get back up to almost full. He's going to hit us for another 6 to 8. Let's throw the burn on. So this burn means we're going to do 2 damage to a character for 5 turns. If you're familiar with deck builders, a lot of this stuff so far is like pretty straightforward, minus maybe the strain mechanic and pyro bombs and stuff like that. But I think you guys can pick up on that pretty quickly. So we'll take this damage here. I'm not going to return any cards now because we're down to 2. We're just going to keep drawing everything we have. But we're going to start to draw new cards here. So once we start to get to the end of our deck, we start drawing these Ash Packs, okay? And Ash Packs, you have to pay 15 health, essentially, but you get to renew 5 random cards from here. Now, there's pros and cons to this. 15 health is quite a bit, and there's other ways of renewing these cards. But when you use up rest points after battle, I think it's probably more efficient to use these Ash Packs. So I'll show you how this works. We're going to take 15 health here. But now all of these cards go back into our playable deck, which is, you know, obviously quite helpful. Let's do 10 here. We'll do another 4 with lifesteal. He's going to take 2 from the burn, and we can kill him on the next turn here. We will return Pyro Explosion and Fireball Plus for now. And then, let's see. Let's go with more lifesteal, just to try and get us high health before we leave this battle. Now, because of us playing that Ash Pack card, the number of cards in our deck of ashes is quite low, which is really good because at the end of a battle, you have a certain number of rest points. So 6 for her. And these rest points are spent renewing cards. So this one, there's 2 that are in our deck of ashes. So we're going to have to spend 1 per card to get back. What are the rest of the points used for? Well, used for healing. So we can either just click this button to kind of use up the maximum to get us to full health, or we can click these to do individual rest points. Now, let's keep going here. I'll try to see if we can get into a little bit of a heavier battle. Let's see what this event is. The herbs on the ground are incredibly similar to those you usually get from the herbalist. Will they make your life easier? Let's try it. It hurt us. Health restoration in the tent now restores 5 health points over 2 hours. That's less than it normally does. So that's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. We're just trying things out. New day has begun. You can see there's kind of like a day-night cycle. Level 1, 3 face. So one of the things, I haven't talked yet about what I really like and some of the things I think they can improve. But the art style I really enjoy. I think that there's a ton of different enemies that we see, and they all have like a really unique look. And they all have unique abilities as well. So Face of Fear, he's going to reduce our mana points by 2 for 1 turn. So next time, we're not going to be able to get our Fireball Torch combo off. We can apply the Pyro Bomb here. So let's put this on. I'll show you how this works. So Pyro Bomb's on. Now, after the effect ends, so in 4 turns, he's going to take 12 damage. Or we can just follow it up and detonate a Pyro Bomb on him. Let's do it. So he takes the 10 from the Fireball and the 12. That's a ton of damage, obviously. Let's see. Do we want to play anything else? No, we're good. What cards do we want to send back? We could do Burn, follow that up by Piercing Fire. We want the Torch here in our hand. Let's get rid of some of these, because they're too expensive. We're only going to have 3 mana this turn anyways. So let's go Burn. What's he doing here? Deals 4 damage for each mana point that the player spent during their last turn. Okay. Well, we can only spend a max of 3. I'm going to put this on. So now he's hitting us for 8. And I'll apply some regen here in advance, because we're going to definitely take some damage. I'll keep all of these cards. Up here at the top, you're probably wondering what this is. This is essentially your speed rating. It determines your order of combat. What can we do here? So he's going to reduce us a little bit. He's taking that burn damage. We can start to lifesteal a bit. And we'll just throw some of these cards in. Dispels stealth from all characters. So we don't have stealth, but essentially stealth means you can't be targeted by specific cards. You can hit via AoE, but that's it. Let's take the healing and let's take the kill. Oh, we can't. He reduced our mana. Excellent. Let's do one of these, so we don't have to renew as many cards. We already have some regen kicking in, so we have to heal less too. This is good. Let's lifesteal and let's kill. Okay, so I think you've got like the basics of the game. I think what I'll do is I'll do like a bit of a skip here, and we'll get into this boss approaching us, and I'll probably have upgraded some cards and stuff by then. Let's renew all of these, and we'll see you guys when I reach this boss. Okay, so the ruler's found us. Now, when the ruler finds us, it sends us back to our tent, basically, so we can rest and buy any upgrades that we want. So we're going to renew all of our cards for free. We do have some ash. We have some gold. So let's go in here. We're going to try and build this stun bomb. So we can apply a pyro bomb, and if we detonate it, we apply a stun as well, which is quite powerful. Do I want to build 2 of those? This is really nice. We have one of these in our deck already. You know what? I think I'm going to build another stun bomb here. We go over to this guy. We could spend some money on some consumables. We can just apply a stun. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so let's go out here and battle. We'll show you the boss, and then we'll talk about the Design a Boss competition that they're running as well. And then I'll give you my overall thoughts on the game. So what does he have going on? So right now, all traits are unavailable. That's fine. I don't have any traits unlocked because I'm super early here. He's got a 5% crit chance. Holy fat. Every 4th strike card played activates twice. And then thick skin, base health points are increased by 100. He's going to summon a possessed guard. This is cool, actually. Look at this. Yeah. Holy fat is right. All right, we're going to apply the pyro bomb. And, ooh. We have a whole bunch of these. So, I don't have the blow up the pyro bomb card just yet. Let's go ahead and play this. And I'm going to put these 2 back in. I can only return 2 right now because we picked up an ailment along the way. So for 3 battles, we can return 1 less card compared to what you were seeing earlier. So now he's got a buddy in here. Crit chance of 5. He's going to hit for 3 damage. The damage is based on the total strength of all humans. Do I want to get rid of this guy? Increases the strength of summoned ally by 10 and its speed by 5. So yeah, I think so. I think that would be great. We could detonate a pyro bomb on him, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna try and deal as much damage as we can to this guard. Kill him next turn before he actually starts hurting us. I'm gonna keep the cards I have right now, so I can blow up a pyro bomb and apply a new one. Okay, so now he's stronger, and he's gonna try and bulk up again. Let's just take a basic attack to kill him.
Just a warm-up.
And let's detonate. Oh, we're out of mana. Okay, yeah. Let's do some regen. I think... we'll just hold this until we can apply... Oh, we already have him burning. Yeah, maybe I should have just played it. I'm going to keep these cards. Okay, so now we're bleeding. What's he doing next? The false god temporarily leaves the battlefield and summons 3 possessed or 3 guards. The false god returns to the battlefield only after his summoned allies have died. Okay, well, he's got the stun bomb on, so if we can trigger that now... then he's going to be stunned, which means he won't be able to use that action, so that's pretty solid, I would say. 2 actions left. Let's apply this with the extra burn there. And we'll throw down the strain. We have health that we can utilize here. Apply pyro bombs. Yeah, let's save these. Pretty soon we're going to start to refresh these at the cost of health. He's trying to do the same thing again. So he's going to pull it off this time, unfortunately. I'm going to renew these cards. Now, we didn't get this Fireball Plus that we wanted, unfortunately. So these summons that he brings out are actually going to cause us some problems for sure. Let's get rid of one of those. So now we have to kill all of these before he comes back. Let's go burn here. I really don't want to put pyro bombs on these guys. I don't have a way of I don't have a way of triggering those pyro bombs right now. And then when these guys die, they bring out those little dudes. I think we crit there, which is why we did extra damage. We have a 5% crit chance. It doesn't matter, I guess, because we have pretty much all of our cards being drawn. Let's go Ash Pact here. There's our Fireball Plus, so we can use that on the boss. Do a little heal. I'm going to keep these Pyro Bombs in my hand. Let's apply the regen now. We'll take a little bit more damage to kill this one off.
Just a warm-up.
Discards the top card of the player's battle deck. Okay, great. We can kill this one next turn. Let's actually get rid of one of these so we can see the other cards. The nice thing is when you discard, you know it goes to the bottom, so you won't pull that card up again. Let's go for the kill here. Dealing 7 damage. Next turn we can kill.
Don't be upset.
Let's renew our cards as well. And now we can apply a bunch of these pyro bombs. So next turn we can do both of these, and then we'll go fireball in the turn after that. What's he doing? Summons a guard. Okay. Apply pyro bomb. Draw 3 cards. Let's go. Should I just detonate it right now? Thing is, we don't get that stun from that card, so maybe I should have went with the stun bomb first. Let's go regen, and let's go burn. and then piercing fire to combo with the burn. This is fine. So we brought in this dude. That's a bit of a problem. I'll put the pyro bomb back here. So these are going to tick out because he's going to be around for a little bit. I don't know if I'm comfortable straining here. We're at half health essentially. This kind of offsets the lifesteal that we got, so let's do it. Okay. Kill him off. And lifesteal here. Oh, I should have lifesteal there. I forgot that these guys bring in a little satyr as well. Okay, fine. Let's get the cards back. I love this mechanic of having to balance your health with getting fresh cards. Because what's he doing next? Applying 2 bleed. Let's go regen. Let's kill him.
This is just a warm-up.
Let's detonate the pyro bomb here. So he took 22 from this. And we'll go with the piercing fire to combo with the burn. We're getting there. Oh, he's going to leave again. My God, that's going to hurt. Can I deal enough damage here? If I renew 5 random cards, what could help me? He's going to take 2 here, so we need to deal 8 damage. If I got liquid fire and piercing fire, that could work. But that's, man, that's pretty risky. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. And we don't get to put them into our hand even. Okay, let's do this. We have the stunning compound. Let's use that to kind of save us. That's the way to go for sure. Almost forgot about our consumables. And now we can take him on the next turn. Okay, cool. Pyro bomb went off. Okay, so that's a boss. You can see like the difficulty ramps up pretty quick towards the boss. And then the next fights in the second part of the game, they get stronger. And then they get stronger. And then they get stronger. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. There's some stuff I feel they need to improve, specifically the UI. I would definitely change these like basic fonts because they have this cool art style that, and then this is just kind of like a easy fix in my opinion, is to find a font that really matches. And then there's some font stuff that, or some text that is overlapping in certain areas, and it just gives the impression it's like you want that to just be fully polished. And I think if they do that, I mean, all concerns about the game kind of slide away. I'm really into the Deck of Ashes component where you're playing from that deck. You have to manage the you have to manage your health with that deck, and I like that the synergies are readily apparent with some of the cards from an early onset. Some card games you have to take a long time before you get into any actual synergies, and these ones are ready and apparent right away. I'm excited to try the other characters. The story seems really neat and well told. Voice acting is really solid. I think the game is about $20 on Steam. I'll have a link down below if you want to check it out. And they do want me to tell you guys that they're running a design a mini boss contest on their Discord server. So I'll have links down below for that as well. And basically the idea is there's going to be 3 winners, and you'll get this statue that they make and this prestigious role of boss master on the Discord. But most importantly, the winning mini boss designs are actually going to be added to the Deck of Ashes game in a free update later this year. So pretty cool. And I know the reason that is something I wanted to share with you guys as well is that having played a lot of XCOM, Darkest Dungeon, I know from my own Discord that you guys spend a lot of time theory crafting like new bosses, new enemy types, new classes. And so I know you have the creativity, and I think I would love to see one of you guys design like a cool boss and get it in there. I think that would be awesome. So anyways, thank you guys for checking this out. I want to follow this game, and I want to see the updates that they do. In its current state, it's good. I think it could be great if they just fine-tune some of the UI, and I'm trying not to let that distract me from my overall thoughts in the game. Let me know what you guys think, but we'll talk to you in the next one. Thanks again for checking this out. Tons of deck builders. I don't see any more releasing for a little while, so maybe we'll get on to some other stuff. Thanks so much. Bye for now.